Morning guys, so today's video is we're looking at different survival whistles and how effective are they. So I have just literally an hour ago sent my brother into these woods blocks somewhere. I do not know where he is. I've got my OEX whistle from the last video. He's got
Limitless whistle from the survival tin.
He's bedded himself somewhere. There's over about 5 acres of land around here. I don't know anything. I know roughly about the area itself, but I don't know too much. So he is bedded himself in there. He's got some camo equipment. He's camouflaged himself up. He's bedded himself down, and he is going to be doing one of the Britain's distress calls. And then my chance is I've got to try and find him in the woods by using the return call, just to see how effective using whistles are of locating somebody lost in the woods.
Right, so hello everyone, and yeah, welcome to the UK Survival. If you don't know me, I'm actually Pete's brother. I'm the one that helps him out, going around the woods and doing some survival training with him. So you'll probably see me in some of the videos, what he's done before. So today, we're actually testing out the survival whistle, doing a survival whistle challenge. This is from Limitless Equipment Survival Tin. It's also got a ferro rod as well on it. And what we're going to do is I'm going to head out in a couple of minutes. It's now 8:28, so 8:30. Going to head out into the woods somewhere and see if Pete can find me in these woods using this survival whistle only. So let's see what happens. Let's start heading out. So I've got an hour to find somewhere in these woods, so let's see where we can go, and hopefully you can find me in about a couple of hours. If not, I'm going to be a very, very long time.
About an hour ago I sent my brother off doing hiding inside the woods with a survival whistle. We're going to see how effective the international distress signal actually is of locating someone lost inside the woods. This is a massive set of woods sort of around here, but I just want to just briefly touch on what the international distress signal actually is. There's a whole load of books sort of out there which talk about different methods of raising an alarm or signalling when you're in a survival situation. Yeah, so you've got Bear Grylls has put his own one out. You've got the Mountain Craft and Leadership. This is the ones which we use for the Mountain Rescue. So not Mountain Leader Training UK. I'm sort of on there, which I'm qualified on there. Ray Mears put a fair few things out, and the SES Survival Guide Handbook. Yeah, this is Darry Davis. You've also got Lofty Wiseman, yeah, as well. So you've got all those sort of people. We put stuff out. There's stuff on the internet, so you can Google things sort of on there. But really, they all say roughly the same, and they're slightly different. Yeah, how do we actually go ahead and blast it? Let's just read like the extract out of Bear Grylls, what he says. In his survival whistle, it says, blowing a whistle uses far less energy than shouting, and sound travels further. 3 or 6 blasts of a whistle. Right, 3 or 6 blasts of a whistle is emergency signal, or send SOS is in Morse code. But that word there, 3 or 6, is a bit of a strange thing. So what do we take? Yeah, what is 3 or 6? Why do we do 3 or 6? Yeah, the Mountain Rescue Handbook, in the signalling sections on here, it says, for audible signalling inside the mountains, in UK mountains and European mountains only, 6 blasts in quick success, repeated after every 1 minute interval. Yeah, or the SOS, 3 short, 3 long, 3 short. The reply for the for the Mountain Leader one is 3 blasts in quick succession, repeated after 1 minute interval. Yeah, so what you see on there, the person distress fires 6 whistles. The return is 3 whistles. Yeah, I'm sort of coming over. Where the international one is basically stating that you use 6 blasts, but in a continuous minutes. Yeah, so 6 short blasts, wait a few seconds, 6 short blasts, and you do that, repeat every minute, sort of on there itself. So you do that for a minute, and then you go ahead and do that for another minute. And then you've got the location, the findings. So once you've actually done that, you just do 1 blast each, and you can, so if the searcher is thinking they're slightly off, they could do 1 blast, and hopefully you get a return of a blast or a whistle from the person who's trying to find them. So there's all different sort of methods to come around it, but the main thing is though, if you're out with a party of people, is look, talk, chat to them, find out what method are you going to use for signalling any sort of help. But as you see for the video sort of coming unfold, that any whistles, any shouting, light or any source will attract attention, and that attention will hopefully bring someone onto your location.
So been going about 10 minutes now. Some good little options, but not a lot of what I'm looking for. But yeah, so this survival whistle, it's nice and light, compact. Obviously got a small entrance hole, so it might produce a high pitched noise, but we'll find out in a bit. I'm interested to use this ferro rod as well, so I might have found my potential place. Going to be off the little track I found. We're quite far away now from the start location. Been walking for 20 minutes. I don't think he's going to hear me here at all, which could prove interesting, but we'll see how this whistle goes, I suppose. Here we go. I think I found the spot.
Okay, as you just saw then, there's lots and lots of publications about survival whistles and different sorts of signals you can use, different durations, and amount of whistles. Different guidebooks recommend different sort of things. And also there's a UK, as we saw, there's a UK and a European distress call, and there's also another worldwide international one as well. So because we're in the UK, we've adopted to use the UK version. Well, I hope he has, because he's out in the woods and I've lost complete comms. I can't even get my mobile phone signal to him, and to confirm he is using that one. So we will go out and we're going to be listening out for either 3 blasts or 6 blasts, depending on which one he's chosen to use. And then I'm going to get a return blast of the return. And then hopefully then I should be able to try to triangulate his location. But I need to be a bit further away from the road, so I can actually hear the whistle. So there's a few birds sort of jumping around, which also distracts you from the whistle blast as well. So I'm going to get myself away from the actual road, and then hopefully I should pick him up. I've got minimal equipment with me today. I've only got my little carry pack. You can't actually see it on this camera. There we go. Yeah, so I've got a water bottle, I've got a little bag, my knife. I've got a little bag of trail mix. Or Tesco's, the Grow Harvest, their cheap brand, which was the Tesco value, to a really nice trail mix. It's got everything inside it, everything you really need. So that is just a few snacks, and I've got a 2-hour window to try and find him. So I'm a little bit further away from the woods now, so we're going to go a little bit further up to a T-junction, and then so crossroads in the footpath, and then we're going to see if we can actually hear the whistle going.
10 seconds to go. We're going to use 3 short blasts and see if we can hear him. And I hear absolutely nothing from him. So this could be proven interesting. I'm going to do this in about another 30 seconds time. See if he can hear me. If not, I'm going to be waiting there for a very long time. Still nothing. I think I might have to bog down for the whole day, I think, at this rate. I'll be back with you very shortly. It's now 9:35. Still no sound from him. Still nothing. Okay. So yeah. Let's find out what he's doing.
Hey, what I've just forgot to say I'm going to do, I'm going to set a timer on the go now, so I'm going to set the stopwatch going to see how long it does actually take. I've only been walking for about 5 minutes.
Still trying to get him. Still nothing. Still stuck here. And it's 10:15. See you in a bit.
Okay, there's a few simple techniques I'm using at the moment from the search and rescue training days. I used to be a team leader of a search and rescue team. But if you've only got limited groups of people on the ground at the very start of a search, we do a thing called a hasty search. And what that roughly is, that it's a scouting party what goes out and surveys the land quickly to work out any possible locations where your missing person might actually be located. So currently I'm walking down the main track, and then I'm going to the very end of the woods, and then I'm going to start scooping around the outside. In doing so, I can then see all the different entrances to the left and to the right of me. I've got some idea how long the woods actually is, and also because I'm cutting straight from the middle, I've got a better chance of picking up any signs of where the mispo might actually be located. It could be, if you're looking for your lost sort of thing, it might be missing articles which you might have fallen off. As a search party, hopefully we'll have a description of the person, what they're wearing, so they've got some idea of what they're looking for. Sort of things. It might be tread patterns or boot patterns, and sort of basic little information like that could sort of help thing. And some basic tracking skills. Looking at fresh footprints. So if you know you've got some fresh footprints and some dirty soil and sort of thing, and you know the sort of boots or shoes or flip-flops they're wearing, it's going to give you some sort of idea of where you can actually find them. Yeah, so that's the sort of things I'm doing at the moment. Also at the same time, you'd be sketching it out on a notepad. Sort of, if you don't know the area, haven't got a map of the area, you'd be sketching it down on a notepad with basic distances, directions, of paths, compass bearings, all that information, so when you get back to your main location, over there, sun's over there, you get back to your main location, base location, you can give your sketch and say 500 metres down the track on the left hand side, there's a prominent track where I think there might be a possible place where the misfire might have gone. Yeah, so that's all the sort of basic information I'm taking at the moment. So I don't know where he is, anything on here, so I'm just using a hasty search by walking straight down the middle of the track. There's big long periods of time when I'm not recording, and every so often I stop and I listen. In the army, we teach the sort of sounds and things like that and how sounds travel, and there's some techniques which you can use to amplify your sound sort of coming over. Yeah, so I'll give you a technique now. It looks fairly simple, but if I want to hear over that direction, or that direction, I can cut my hair to make a cone shape, point my ear into that direction, and sometimes if you close your eyes and open your mouth, that allows the amplified sound sort of coming over. Can't do anything there, but having your eyes closed will stop you focusing on a certain position. Do you hear that? I just heard the whistle. Yeah, I stopped, I just heard the whistle, and I actually think it's coming from that direction. Right, so the next thing now, I've just heard a reply of a whistle. So I think I've heard him, so I'm now going to give my return. Sort of like, what's the canny of me standing here? So I'm now going to give my return, and hopefully I'll get a return back so I can actually hear.
Well, people, I think I might be actually getting found. As soon as I said about that at 10, well, it's now 10:16. Listen in the background, hopefully you can hear him. definitely heard some whistles earlier. Let's try again.
Yeah, eyes closed. I heard it from that direction.
Definitely him in there now. Are you ready? $10.18. Sounded like he was coming in front of me.
Right, so we're on the hunt now. That direction, that way. That direction, right, so we're 15 minutes in. He is inside that direction here. Right, so we know where he is in that location. So now, every minute, I'm now going to be getting a signal blast sort of coming over. So I've just got to get myself, got to find myself, either bushwhack myself through. Now looking for signs. Yeah, definitely over there. I can hear the whistle coming over. Yeah, so this is now where the hunt sort of comes on. So if I was doing the search and rescue properly, I would now be on the radio, give them a log stat of that location of where I heard the sign, or roughly where I am, to give, so I can then triangulate and get as many response teams onto that location as possible. Right, so this is the thing now. We're now at time of the essence because this person is missing. We don't know how long this person's been missing for. We don't know the state of the injury or the condition of that person. Yeah. So I've just found a track here. So we're coming over. I'm now looking for any sort of signs.
Well, I hope it's him anyway. Could potentially be other people trying to look out for me, which could prove interesting. Yeah. So if they find me, all good really, because the whistle worked, but it ain't Pete. So let's find out.
Of footprints and sort of come over, or any things which I might. Yeah, the whistle is coming from over that direction still. So the time is on the essence. And how quick can we do this? The time is at the moment. It's 10:15. Well, actually, let's go to the stopwatch. The stopwatch. We're 11 minutes in. Yeah, I'm going to come down a little bit further because I don't want to bushwhack myself through all this until I actually hear it. But that limited equipment whistle. It's crystal clear through all this noise of air traffic. I'm doing really, really well there. So we're going to keep running our way through here. So at this stage, I'll be calling in my location. I'll be setting it up and hopefully triangulate all the response teams, the search and rescue, the police if needed, and also ambulance services or anything like that which will be required. Oh, I'm very close now. Yeah, very, very close. Yeah, I've homed in very, very quickly into the location. So there's another track. So here we go. We're over that way. So there's a track just here. So we're going to take this track and we're going to head up this way. And this has actually been a really, really valuable sort of training sort of system on here. So we're going to turn the camera around now and we'll try and see if we can scan the area. Oh, I was wrong. He's over that direction. Yeah, see, the whistle travels so far. I think I'm practically on top of him currently. Right, let's see if we can scan through here. Right, here we go, look at this, look. We have fresh signs of flattened grass.
Sounded like he was coming in front of me. Not too sure. but definitely that direction. Find out again.
Yeah, it's sort of coming over. So I'm guessing where I'm standing at the moment is actually the side. I'm going to go in this way. I can see the grass has been flattened down here where someone's walked recently, and then we're going to start tracking this. So which way would he have took? Let's look at the ground signs. We're coming over. Yeah, it's still flattened grass down here. There could be a deer or something I'm following at the moment, but should have worn my boots. I've only got my trainers on. Brambles. Right, so we're through into the woods itself now, and I've just spotted him.
There. I see him. There he is.
There he is. Can't make him out on this camera, but there he is. You can just see him just there. Yeah, the tracking skills, the whistle, yeah, is actually sorted it out. So that's not a bad find really. So all those skills and knowledge which I picked up over the years of the army, with search and rescue, using the whistles as a good signal blast and somewhere to come into, works really, really well. So we're nearly there, and we're going to marry up on there itself. Oh, get myself through this. Nearly there. And hello, how are you?
Hello.
Everything okay?
Yeah. I just got myself lost in these woods. I just can't find my way out. So.
Well done for staying still and sort of over there. Good to get you a bit of kit sorted. And we'll see everything over there.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so that concludes the old test of survival whistles with the international and UK and European distress calls. So we looked at the limited life equipment whistle and the OEX whistle from the last two survival tins. I was really impressed of listening to this. I didn't blow it myself, but I was the one receiving the call from here. I recently heard this probably nearly a kilometre away from actual location. Pristine clear, straight through, cut through all the noise of the aeroplanes, the traffic, birds, and really, really clear. The first one I heard it because it rattled around the trees a little bit. I had to stand still and listen to it twice using the old cut there. And then once I homed in on the direction it was coming from, it was so easy to locate the missing person, or my brother in this case, sort of on there. The OEX one, when I was blowing it, you can see that this one here only had one flute, where the OEX one had a two flute system, where actually I think the two flute system sort of doned down the whistle. He said to me, what was it you said when you listened to it?
Yeah, when I was listening to the OEX one, it didn't sound as clear, but the Limitless survival one, it's absolutely perfect. It's the pitch from that is unreal, and the sound bounces about a couple of seconds through the trees, whereas the OEX one, I could just hear it, just one short little blast, and that was it. Then I had to try and locate it again. A lot more harder to determine which direction it's going to be. So yeah, I prefer the Limitless survival one. It's a lot better. Yeah, so the verdict on there, that yes, it works, but because of its design and sort of the double flute, the sound dissipated very, very quickly, where the Limitless equipment whistle the sound carried a lot further through actually the woodlines itself. But good test, good fun little thing to do.
just got to be careful. I did put a sign, as you saw at the start, to say I was actually doing this, and my brother did actually get people coming up to him. So it does work. The general public does hear whistles, and they do respond to it. So it doesn't matter where you are in the wild or in the woods or anywhere. That if you put out a distress call of something, shouting, whistling, hooting horns, banging metal together, yeah, all those sort of things, yeah, flashing lights. There's a whole load of stuff out there which you could use. I always carry torches on me. You know what? Another one I'm using at the moment. It's got a little flashing symbol, yeah, so night time, even having that up, yeah, facing a direction, will attract people onto your location and actually hopefully come and get you and rescue you. That is the main aim. But that's it for today. I hope you like this little test, little scenario. We're done over here, and we had a good time and sort of out in the woods sort of doing it. Now I'm going to sit down and have a little chill out for a few minutes before we head back on there. But that's it. Just remember, it's better to be one with the wilderness than to fight and struggle. Until next video, see you then. Okay, where I am at the moment, it's nearly a good, as a line of sight sort of thing. It's probably around about 600 metres away from where I first heard the whistle. But when I first heard it, I thought it was coming from this direction, because I'm in a little bowl over here. Sort of the whistle, it was actually coming over here. It was travelling down through this clearing, hitting the trees behind me, and then bouncing back at me. Yeah, so this is. Well, I stood probably for a good couple of minutes just trying to triangulate myself, which using the old cup method, which brought me onto that location, which I then walked up the main track.